This Employee Appreciation Day, we reached out to HR leaders worldwide to explore innovative approaches to employee rewards and recognition.
Thank you. That's a good question. Well, we are in a generation where we have the babysitters, Gen Y, Gen Zs, right? Trying to make a mold where it can adapt to all these three generations, number one. Second, when we talk about reach to the employees, with the COVID coming in, people working from home, people working from remote, it's important that we appreciate employee wherever they are. And technology plays this vital role here. Our adaptation towards the road portal that we have called it as for the Vantage Circle that we are using it helped us in terms of reaching out to the employees who are at distant sites. We have our projects running in remote sites. We have projects running in our own offices. The key is any human, to that matter, has to be rewarded for whatever work they do. And it's a feel-good factor. And until we don't do it at the right time, I think it doesn't really matter if they get it at a later stage. And technology plays a vital role. And when I say technology, they should be appreciated then and there. They should be able to get the reward. When I say reward, it could be a monetary or a non-monetary. They should be able to use it then and there itself. I think somewhere Vantage is helping us out in this forum. And people are able to get appreciated at the right time. And they're able to use the reward points in order to select whatever product they want. Again, gone are the days when we used to have a selected products and give it to the employees, but these are the days where it is more of a online shopping, and people feel good about shopping and picking up the product which they like to. So I think it's must that we catch up with the pace with the new generation which is coming in, and if we don't adapt, then probably the organization would not exist. So I think we are in those few steps that we've taken so that we can match up with the new Gen Z folks. The most important thing in any R&R program is the managers, right? And if we just go back, look towards our own personal life, the ones who are married and got kids, or if you are a kid and you have parents, the first thing the parents would do for anything that the kids would do, they would say, okay, very good, right? We may or may not have done a good thing or not, but we might have done something which might be of some value or no, or even we would have just carried a bucket of water from one place to the other. But still, the parents would say good. I mean, that boosts the individuals so much that, they would like to do on and on. Now, that same applies to our employees, same applies to our the employees who are either babysitters or Gen Zs or Gen X. If you do not appreciate on time, people do not get motivated. And for us to make sure that the employees are motivated, it is important that the managers appreciate them at the right time and ensure that, they are motivated well enough to continue with the work that they are supposed to do. Whether it's a work or whether it's a family, it's no different. It's a bigger family that we're in. And it's important that managers play those role of a parent to ensure that the individuals are appreciated at the right time. Like I said, we have different categories for the employees. If you go back to our my time employees, they would feel happy if you hand over a trophy to them. Simple, if they complete their longevity of a certain years. Or if I've done something good, then a trophy or a certificate, that would have been, more than feel happy good. But we are looking at a generation where they are much beyond this. Just the trophies and certificates would not help them out. They are into the world where they have an access to all the information the moment, they are in a condition to hold a mobile in their hand, right? So we are dealing with that kind of people. And for us to make sure that we reach out to the expectations of theirs, because if we continue to hold the same old traditional method of rewarding people, I don't think the current generation will be appreciative of it, right? And for us to make sure that, we as an HR managers or leaders, if we have to look at making in a right reward program for all different types of employee base, I think we need to look at a combination of both traditional as well as the new age one. Just to give an example, in our own company, we started something called as a standing ovation with the help of Vantage program, a Vantage Circle. And the program is about rewarding the employee for completing certain years with the organization. While our program, any of the HR program that we do, we make sure that we work on the 5 pillars of a great place to work. And part of that is to make sure that we ensure there's a camaraderie, there's ensure that care is taken care of. But in all of this, we want to make sure not just the employee, even the family is taken into consideration. The reason being, a simple example, if an employee wants to join a company or resign a company, he would surely, check with his spouse or with his parents. At the same time, if we are able to enroll their family as a part of the family member of the organization, I think that would work a long way. So part of the program, what we done is the longevity trophy certificate and the reward lands directly in their house on the day of the completion of that particular milestone. And it is not received by the employee, but it's received by the family members, by the kid or by the mother or father or a spouse. And they opening it up and they finding it to be something different, that their kid or their son or a daughter or kid has been appreciated for the longevity. That itself is a difference that we try to create, and that creates a kind of bond, not just with the employee, also with the family members. I think that's something which we are doing differently, and that's something which we should thank Vantage Circle for. And that's what we want to do, something different as we move forward. And this is what it would differentiate if we are trying to look at covering all sides of it. Time, technology, and the reward. It has to, all three needs to match up with.